new flu term, Flurona. In Israel, it was first to document a patient with the coronavirus and the flu at the same time.
And as CBS 12's Lena Salzbank reports, doctors are warning it's a real possibility here in South Florida. She joins us live tonight. Lena?
Yeah, we are just starting to hear more reports of people getting both the flu and COVID-19 simultaneously. Israel health officials say they just got their first case of Flurona, and a testing site in Los Angeles just confirmed they too had their first case of Flurona. COVID-19 and influenza cases are colliding as people across the country begin getting diagnosed with Flurona.
Flurona is basically a combination term meaning influenza and COVID-19 infection at the same time.
The name might sound funny, but the outcome is anything but. The two respiratory infections have similar symptoms, including runny nose, coughing, fever, and fatigue.
But there was a case reported in Texas Children's Hospital just, I believe, yesterday. We're probably going to see a lot more of these cases.
The double virus may be more common than you think. Infectious disease specialist Dr. Larry Bush says it's hard to detect because testing isn't readily available.
You would have to go to a center that's doing both testing. So if you go to a center, for instance, the drive-through centers, they're not testing for influenza.
For nearly 2 years, the public has been laser focused on getting tested for COVID-19. But experts say it's important to remember that the flu can be deadly too.
Normally in the United States, there's around 45 to 65,000 deaths a year from influenza.
A recent CDC survey data shows that nearly 30% of adults do not plan to get the flu shot this year.
And I say, well, there's two reasons. One, people are vaccinated out right now. And number two, you don't give away that $10 gift card any longer for the flu.
Health officials say that patients who are vaccinated against both COVID-19 and influenza are less likely to feel the effects of the co-infection if they do catch both respiratory illnesses. Doctors say that both influenza and COVID-19 are spread in similar fashion, so the best way to combat that is by social distancing and masking up.
Students across Palm Beach County returned to the classroom today, but Omicron is already putting a strain on staff.
And COVID-19 cases continue to climb. The school district says over 1,000 teachers called out sick today. CBS 12's Lexi Nall spoke to local teachers about how schools are dealing with the shortages. She joins us live. Lexi?
Liz, Jim, the Palm Beach County School District had slightly more teachers call out today than they did at this same time last year. So they say there have been no major impacts so far, but some teachers I spoke to are concerned that could change.
There's no subs. Who's going to help be in the teacher's class?
Boca Elementary teacher Edith Pride is still waiting to hear whether she tested positive for COVID-19. And like many other teachers, she's concerned that no one will be available to cover her classes while she waits on her results.
Even before the numbers were spiking, we had a really tough time getting any kind of substitute teachers to cover.
Teachers across the district tell CBS 12 News they fear the Omicron surge will only worsen the already serious substitute teacher shortage that the district has been dealing with all year. The head of the teachers union writing that there is, quote, a woefully undersized substitute pool available to cover classes on campuses each week. But the issue is not unique to Palm Beach County.
We are close to the water. We are a coastal community.
The Miami-Dade County School District has been dealing with such significant staffing shortages this week, the superintendent had to step in and cover a science class.
We deployed individuals who have educational certification. We're talking about support staff, coaches, supervisors, administrators into schools to fill in the shoes of absent teachers.
No word yet on how Palm Beach County would manage a similar staffing crisis, but in a letter sent home to parents, a district spokesperson wrote, quote, the current Omicron surge will likely have a noticeable impact on the delivery of education and support services, including student transportation. And teachers tell CBS 12 News they hope the district will consider raising pay for subs and teachers who are now stepping in to teach classes on the front line. That's since virtual learning is no longer an option in Florida.
We have to treat those subs like gold. You know, they are gold.
They can't afford to lose a whole lot, so that'll be a challenge.
The demand for a test kit is so high on the Treasure Coast that it took officials less than an hour to run out of 5,000 at-home kits. Our Denise Sawyer reports from Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, good evening. Now, county officials had 6 distribution sites set up around St. Lucie, 3 in Fort Pierce and 3 in Port St. Lucie. Now, at this particular location off of Prima Vista, 900 at-home test kits were given out before operations here had to be shut down.
They're already gone. They ran out. Yeah, sorry.
And just like that, the thousands of free at-home COVID-19 test kits that were set aside to be given out in St. Lucie County were all gone. Lots of folks were left desperate and empty-handed.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I went online even to buy it, and I can't get it till the 20th.
It's very sad. We should have a lot more available to us.
This long line of cars outside of this Port St. Lucie library is a sign that the nationwide shortage is not getting better. A record-shattering case count in Florida, driven by the Omicron variant, has emotions running as high as the demand for test kits.
What?
There's none left. That's ridiculous.
On Prima Vista Boulevard, this officer had to step in and redirect traffic after making this handwritten sign, telling folks to search elsewhere.
Our testing numbers have gone up double, triple the amount.
Clint Sperber runs St. Lucie County's health department.
We knew that there wouldn't be enough. We know that there are a lot of people who are interested in getting test kits. So when we had that discussion, there were approximately 5,200 that were distributed, and I learned that all 5,200 have been distributed already.
Today, St. Lucie County tweeted out this message saying that the allotment of testing kits had been given out. The county school district also tweeting out an alert, telling folks of its shortages at the on-campus testing site. But now it's back up and running.
I think what we're seeing is mirroring what is happening across the state and across the country. We are seeing an uptick.
The latest weekly positivity rate here in St. Lucie County is 26.5%. That is up from 13% the previous week.